My guest this evening is Dan Smale. He's the owner of the Client Factory. And tonight it is pay-per-click management.
Pay-per-click is what you do when SEO either hasn't worked yet or doesn't work to get yourself a presence on search engines like Google. You can set up a pay-per-click campaign and you can be #1 on Google in 5 minutes. The question is not can you get there, the question is can you afford to be there, can you monetize it, can you make a profit out of it. So now the main platform for pay-per-click is Google AdWords, and within that platform there are different types of pay-per-click. So what most people think of as AdWords and pay-per-click is in fact search marketing and showing ads to people that are searching for what you do. But an equally big side of Google AdWords and pay-per-click is display. If you're an online shop, an online retailer, e-commerce, then the click can be tracked right the way through to the sale. And with a number of clients, we're able to say, that's what you spent on pay-per-click last week, that's how many sales it got you, that's the actual total revenue from sales. Because they just don't put the time in to learn how to do it properly. And Google's default settings are all about the most traffic. And it's not about the most traffic, it's about the most cost-effective traffic that produces results. People are lazy when they search. People will type in 2 words every time if they can avoid typing in 3 or 4 or 5. There are some exceptions to that, more sophisticated searchers, but the majority of people, if they can get away with typing in scooter, they'll type in scooter. The longer the tail phrase, the far greater the statement of intent that the searcher is making. They're less general, they're less vague, they're more serious about the search. They're looking for something very specific. So yes, of course you want to grab those people and you want to take them to exactly the right page. So proper campaign structure is important so that your keywords are not competing with each other. You don't want your micro scooters keyword competing with your mini micro scooters keyword and you're bidding against yourself. That's how you should grow a campaign organically. If it works, spend more. If it doesn't work, stop doing it. I don't want to run campaigns for people where it's not working, and probably 3 out of 10 don't, because they can't compete online, they haven't got the right pricing structure, they haven't got a USP, so people get there and they just move on to the next site. But if you have a good product or service and you have something going for you that you want to get the message out there, pay-per-click is a very quick and easy way to do it. The most common mistake that I see is people starting with SEO. They build a website and they start ploughing money into SEO. Cart, horse. Get it the right way round. Start with pay-per-click. Pay-per-click, instant. So you set your campaigns up, you drive your traffic to your website, you monitor that, you track it, you analyze it, you look what the results are. If it's working, then you invest the money in SEO to reduce the reliance and cost of pay-per-click over time. Good evening, Dan Smale of the Client Factory. We specialise in online marketing and in particular in pay-per-click. So this evening we've been talking about the different types of pay-per-click, and it's important to realise that search pay-per-click and display are 2 very different animals entirely. On the one hand, you've got people searching for your products or services, and obviously that's an ideal time to get in front of them. On the other hand, you've got display pay-per-click, which uses different platforms like Google's display network, but also LinkedIn and Facebook. That's proactive marketing. There's no search involved. You're getting out there to an audience that you've defined that you want to show your message to. Some of the do's and don'ts on pay-per-click. You can of course try it yourself. It often isn't that cost effective. There's an awful lot that you can learn about Google AdWords if you've got the time, but what do you value your time at? So do take some professional advice. It's very, very easy to spend money on things like AdWords. It's not always as easy to monetize it and get a result.